We have to do something, and we have to do it now.
Flashback Mary.
Who's that?
Hi, sisters!
I can't believe that we're still talking about James Charles in the big '05. Oh wait, not '05. Big 2025. But here we are. And in spirit of Christmas, because Christmas is just around the corner, I wrote a little poem for James Charles. So sit down, drink some eggnog, and enjoy this ride with me. 'Twas the night before Christmas when my Snapchat ping was soft. It was James Charles again, and he wanted to get off. He didn't mind I was 14, and that was kinda scary, when he asked to see my armpits and see if they were hairy. Now, I'm no lyrical genius. I did take a creative writing class last semester, but you know, thought that was pretty good. But we're here to talk about the complete stupidity that this person still has a platform after all these years. And I thought we were gonna have just a little read along, maybe a little reaction time. But before we go into that, I just was thinking about this, about the trifecta of just horrible creators that are either pedophiles or racist. And it just reminded me of like the stages of a larva. So it's like Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, James Charles, and we're just gonna throw Onision in there too.
You would really do that. You would really do that.
Gen Z has just been groomed by all these people, it feels like. And I thought a good place to start would be the tweets.
So what's your sentence for her?
Electric chair.
If we're talking about James Charles, we have to start with this tweet from 2017, and I'm just gonna put it on screen and read it for you guys. I'm not gonna do James Charles' accent because I don't want to be canceled. Alright, I can't believe we're going to Africa today. Oh my god, what if we get Ebola? James, we're fine. We could have gotten it at Chipotle last year. You know how when people talk about 9/11 and they're like, I know where I was. Like, I know exactly where I was when this happened. I don't understand how someone's like, you know what? Let's equate getting Ebola to just something normal. As if it's not a horrible disease that killed millions of people. But I was low-key shook at this tweet. And I think a lot of other people were. But we have plenty of more to go on to. When I was doing my research, this tweet that I'm about to show actually shocked me. And I've never heard of this. And I don't know why anybody just never brings this up, but there's this person, they were applying to a James Charles tweet where he was like, I hate people that walk slow. And honestly, I relate. I mean, I also hate that because you're confused of which way you're supposed to go, but it's like first world problems, really. And they responded, some of us have chronic and other disabilities and have no other choice but to walk slow. If I walk fast, I'll collapse, and then you'll have to walk around a sobbing mess. Which is feeling a little bit of woke sickness. I was like, you know what, I actually agree. Like, you don't know what other people's issues are going on, so like, that makes total sense. And James Charles responds, this was the most annoying tweet of the century. And I'm just like, imagine somebody being like, oh, I hate that people can't do math. And then someone responds, actually, I have some sort of mental disability that doesn't allow me to do math, I'm sorry. And then you respond to them, yeah, you're fucking annoying. It's just so like stupid and unsensitive and just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? And to finish off this section of the tweets, I wanted to read one because if you have no idea the context, you're like, oh, this doesn't make sense. So I'm just gonna read this. Imagine doing a review completely bashing my palette for attention, DMing me confused asking why I unfollowed you, asking if you could come to my meet and greet and my team says no, but still showing up anyway, and posting stories as if my 8,000 fans are there for you, LMAO. So if you're first reading this, you're like, I kind of understand what's going on. Like if someone was bashing you, you know, you want to get your frustrations out. You're like, I'm going to send this tweet. And then you realize that this person he's talking about is literally a 14-year-old, a little kid, just making fun of him and just being a kid. I mean, I don't think kids should be creators anyway, but it was just so stupid. And then this whole situation when he responded, it goes on more. And then his response was, nope, I was his age only a few years ago, and being an influencer with a platform teaches you a lot very fast. Respect being a main lesson. I was never giving a pass for my age when I started, and neither should anyone else. This is so stupid, and he just loves talking about kids, and that's why we're going on to our next section, which is the PDF files.
Thank God.
I don't know what the YouTube pipeline to being or doing that is, but apparently it's just so common that everybody has to hop onto it. But unlike other creators that, you know, sometimes get a lot of backlash and just decide to log off the internet, which is the best case you can really, don't let anybody see your face on social media ever again, somehow James Charles just is allowed a free pass, and I don't know why that is. To make a long story short,
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
he wanted to see little kids' armpits, and I'll post the picture here, and it was in my poem at the beginning. He wanted to mess with people on Snapchat, as many people do. We've all fallen into the trap, you know, hitting up a booty call at 2 a.m. on Snapchat, but usually it's with people we know and also know the age of. His excuse for the whole situation was, you know, I never asked for their IDs, and I should have done that, and it's my bad, completely my fault. Not an excuse, and pictures were exchanged, and we have many people coming out about this. I mean, there's tons of people on TikTok saying, oh, this happened to me, here's the proof, and everybody just is like, no, you're wrong. And even if they do believe them, it's like, you should have said something earlier. I don't know when victim blaming became a good trend, but we're just gonna, one of the youngest people here, I'll read it for you. Isaiah's confession unleashed a tidal wave of accusations, and to date, around 16 men have come forward with stories, 10 of whom who were underage, the youngest of these victims being 14. Let that sink in for you for a second. A multi-million-dollar influencer has groomed 10 children. And to make it even better, on April Fool's, he even uploaded a video saying, I'm holding myself accountable, and in that video, he addresses 2 of the victims out of, you know, just the measly 16. Only 2 of them get the respect, and admitted that he did this. And explained that it was just reckless behavior, guys. It was just a little fib, a little lack in my judgment. So, you know, it's fine. So in conclusion, Tyler, why are you doing this? Why are you making this video? And I'm making this video because I hate that kids look up to him. I hate that this person is a multimillionaire, and I hate that they have a platform so big and so influential to all these children who aspire to be like him, and it's completely disgusting. I think many others' opinion too, but it just doesn't get pushed enough, I think. And if there's anyone watching this who likes James Charles, I really urge you to look into these things, and really anyone who you look up to in the social space about what they've done and what they're currently doing. I think we fall into this trap of like parasocial relationships where we only believe what we see online, and there's a lot of monsters hiding in the dark that not a lot of people know about. And thank you guys for watching this video, staying till the end. I know I haven't posted in a very long time, but I've been busy. I'm just finished my junior year of college, if anybody cares, so I'm almost done. I'm just gonna make videos about what I care about, really, and I know I say that every time, and then I don't post for a long time, but you know, things can change. When will I post again? I don't know. See you later.